everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two middle linebackers who are counted on to be leaders on defense. It's Brian Cushing going up against Derek Johnson. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And here comes Brock Osweiler and the Houston Texans. Big win first round of the playoffs against Oakland. A little bit of a redemption for Osweiler. Numbers weren't the best, 14-25, 168 yards and a touchdown. But just to get a playoff win after so much has gone against him this year in the media, probably a nice thing.
I thought it was a great thing for not just him, but for the Texans as a whole. Because remember, they signed him, the huge offseason signing, the quarterback they needed to get over the hump. And he lost his job before the end of the regular season. Able to get it back for the playoffs and get that win, that's why they signed him. That's what he has to build on.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
On second down, Osweiler. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry now for Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down. 15 yards there for number 15. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This is Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. Third down here. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Marcus Peters is a former first-round pick who has great anticipation and tremendous ball skills.
Yards to go on third down. They go play action now. Osweiler, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Second and goal to go now. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So as Kansas City takes the field, let's discuss Alex Smith. Charles finished with a career-high 3,500 passing yards this season. Has him at 12 wins. They will host Pittsburgh in the divisional round. Are they thinking back to that Week 4 loss to Pittsburgh? Because Pittsburgh really handled them in that game.
They're going to acknowledge it, and then they're going to shove it aside because that was so far in the background that it doesn't matter to them anymore. They just want to go forward. And how about Alex Smith? This is a great chance for him against Ben Roethlisberger to really make a splash on the big stage of the playoffs.
Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Here's Smith now on second down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's the starters on defense for Houston, and get a good look at Jadeveon Clowney because the Oakland Raiders got a very good look at him in that wild card round, didn't they?
I really think that Bill O'Brien and the defensive staff did an excellent job making a scheme adjustment for Jadeveon Clowney this year. They moved him from outside linebacker back to his natural down defensive end position, just allowed him to do what he does best. Chase quarterbacks, wreak havoc in the offensive backfield, and he's headed to his first Pro Bowl.
6 sacks on the season, and against Oakland, what an athletic pick to set up the Texans' first score. To throw on second down is Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down following the run. They'll run the option left. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Surveying the field. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. As the Houston Texans trot back out, you know, this offense last year in the wild card round put up a goose egg against Kansas City, lost 30-0. So while they had their moments that weren't so great in round 1 this year, they did get 27 points on the board in a big win.
You just felt like that was such a great learning experience for them, and they really put it to good practice in this year's wild card game. Remember, last season they gave up the opening kickoff for a touchdown. So they were chasing right from the word go. This year's game, they controlled the game, got out in front. I think Bill O'Brien had his guys ready to play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Play action. Now Osweiler. Finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. The rookie fifth-rounder Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
False start. Offense. Still first down.
Out of the gun, Smith. They complete it to Hill. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. They call it a gain of 19. There as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They run it here. Where? And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run again with Ware. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 1 quarter down. 7-3 the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They go play action with Osweiler. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dontari Poe with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's Osweiler. He's got time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Shane Leckler now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Off of play action, here's Smith. He's got time in the pocket. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Wilson snags it left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, 37 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. Now a handoff to Miller. Oh, spinning away. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
All right, we've got a minute here, partner. How about the matchups in the NFC Divisional round? Seattle at Atlanta, a rematch of a game they played earlier this year that many thought Atlanta outplayed Seattle and should have won the ball game. And then go on to Green Bay, Dallas. There's not much history in that matchup, is there?
Yeah, that's the 8th time that they will be meeting in the playoffs. Cowboys won it earlier this year in Green Bay Week 6. Also, Falcons and Seahawks, that's a rematch in the 2013 divisional round.
I mean, I love those matchups. And remember, Dallas going to Green Bay earlier this year really heralded the fact that Dak Prescott had taken over the Cowboys team.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. On second down, Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
So the numbers weren't the same as the last game of the regular season for DeAndre Hopkins, but still had a nice impact against Oakland. 5 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown. And that's what they need. They need DeAndre Hopkins controlling things on the perimeter to open things up for Lamar Miller running it.
They're really going to need everything in the kitchen sink against New England, aren't they?
The kitchen sink, rest of the house, the whole deal. But I don't count them out. I give them a puncher's chance. If Brock Osweiler can really contain himself, take care of the football, and Hopkins can make some big plays out wide,
could get interesting.
Could get interesting. And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler surveying the field. Right side caught Fedorowicz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. Osweiler will throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Fourth down. Here's Osweiler. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. That incompletion allows me to get this stat in. You ready? Playoff stat. Home teams were 0-4 in the wild card games last year. This time, they rolled, winning all 4 games by 13, 18, 20, and 25 points. That's 76 combined.
I love your math. How about that? Now, the teams that got beat, they don't like the math so much. But how about how that shapes up the divisional round matchups now? We've got some big-time games coming up in the NFL.
Top 4 seeds on each side. Going to be fun. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run the option left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This is Ware. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw is Smith. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Chiefs defense getting ready to roll. And an important stop in a tight game their last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle. They'll run with Miller. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Six yards to go here on second down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
12 yards on the return that time, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. Partner, before the game, we were discussing Aaron Rodgers having Green Bay in the win column for 7 straight games so hot, and I think you have to look at him and Cobb as 2 of the top performers from Wild Card Weekend.
I would agree totally. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions. The Hail Mary to Randall Cobb right before the half against the Giants. That really elevated their performance. And Randall Cobb had 5 catches, 116 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Excited to be back on the field after a Week 15 injury. But how about Seattle? Bully ball was back in effect. Thomas Rawls at tailback, over 160 yards on the ground. He more than set a tone for the Seahawks.
Yeah, those guys shined in the NFC. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith finding time. And Conley's got it over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs defense here ready to head back out onto the field. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Texans are going to have a first. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Partner, we've got a hot second here. Let's talk about the AFC Divisional round matchups because both are rematches from the regular season. Houston didn't compete very well against New England. I think Jacoby Brissett was playing quarterback for the Patriots. And Kansas City, the same thing against Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh was up big in that ball game.
Yeah, Pittsburgh rolled 43-14 in that one. And you're right, Brissett started week 3. Pats beat the Texans 27-0. Hard to go against the Patriots. I think the Steelers and Chiefs should be a fun one.
I agree with you totally on that because I think that Kansas City-Pittsburgh game, they're the sleeper for going to the Super Bowl, the winner of that one.
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Third down now following the completed pass. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On third down, Osweiler. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. What a spin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's Ware. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have arguably played well enough to be leading at this point, but you see the score and realize this one may very well come down to the wire. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Texans with their opening drive. Miller's going to stay up the middle, and he'll take it in for a touchdown. They strike first in the half. Texans with the ball early in the second. They're going to come away with another sack. This ends up as a loss of 7. Chiefs have it at the 37. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score, which takes the lead to 3. Third down from the 46. They're going to come away with another sack. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that'll bring our halftime report to a close. We'll go back now to Arrowhead Stadium for the start of the third quarter.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Smith on third down. And Wilson has it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run the option left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alex Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't work.
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
It's good to make it 17-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Miller. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's a good shot.
Still second down.
On second down, Osweiler. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Mumphrey with it over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A big hook up there. Osweiler to Hopkins. 49 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. A couple of cheats there to bring him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
7 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Complete to Mumphrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Play action, it's Osweiler. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
They'll run now with Ware. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Eight yards to go here on second down. Now Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Smith. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, it's Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. From the 50, it's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Play action. It's Smith. And that is incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's got time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
First down, Osweiler. Wide open receiver complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
Now Osweiler on first down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Osweiler will throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I like the reasoning. It's too far for a field goal, and it's too short to really get a big field position edge on a punt. Let's go for it. And sure enough, it's the ground game that's able to convert for them on fourth down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense. Still second down.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. The gun, it's Osweiler. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, here's Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. From the gun, here's Smith. And able to find Conley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run again here with West. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs defense making their way back onto the field. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know. They're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
On first down, Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. Complete to Mumphrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now Osweiler on second down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Here's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing now is Osweiler. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now it's Osweiler. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Grimes, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play out, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tambahali in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Osweiler to throw. He's got Fuller. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and 1, Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Caught by Mumphrey. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Here's Osweiler. Looking for someone to throw to. And his throw here's incomplete. Alfred Blue, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Throwing now is Osweiler. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver from 21 yards away. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. Novak is on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the result, a Houston touchdown. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.